I can't believe I died trying to save that bastard. Yeah, that's literally how my story starts. Not glamorous, not pretty, just pain. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, she's some cleaning lady who caught the eye of a billionaire and lived happily ever after. Nah, wrong story. Wrong girl. Or maybe you think I'm a background extra in someone else's Cinderella fantasy. Well, maybe I was. I worked backstage, out of sight, out of mind, loved my job, and I sure didn't need saving. But here's the kicker. Cinderella. That's not me either, because the bastard I nearly died for
Didn't even care. No flowers. No thank you. No $1 million check.
Bro didn't even pull up to see if I was alive. And then it happened.
Charge! Increase the volt!
Cold metal pressed to my chest, then fire, white hot, like lightning cracking through my heart.
Again!
My body jerked, but nothing.
Again!
Another shock, still nothing. And then air, like I clawed my way back from the other side. And boom, I was alive again. Now you're probably wondering how the hell did I end up here? Classy movie line, right? Let rewind back to 2 days ago. There I was, backstage, eyeliner sharp, hair straight on point. I waved at Jerry happily, the screen director. Spotted Lisa, the sound queen, couldn't help myself. Girl, love those lip gloss. She laughed. I laughed. Everyone was happy as we waited his arrival. The man of the hour. Little did I know, my whole life was about to flip. Today wasn't just a concert. Nah, it was different than most. It was a ride of a phoenix, and the whole country was buzzing. Fans flooding the streets, cameras rolling, security on edge. And listen, if you're going to be anywhere near Dante Cross, yes, Dante freaking Cross, the king of heartbreak anthems, the man who makes grown women sob in stadiums, you do not show up with smudged eyeliner, period. His arrival served as a moment of peace for the entire country because the country was already in chaos, terrorist threats, fear everywhere, and in the middle of all that, Dante Cross decides he's going to sing about love and rebellion, like he wasn't the richest, most hunted man in America right now. And me, I was just backstage crew, one of the invisible ones. At least that was what I thought. So picture this. Backstage chaos, lights everywhere, Dante Cross about to descend like some god, and me fixing my eyeliner. Because once again, if you're breathing the same air as Dante freaking Cross, you better not be out here looking crusty. So I ducked into the women's restroom, minding my business, lashes sharp, lip gloss already popping, just a few touch-ups, nothing major. At first, I thought it was just someone, handling business in the stall. A little splash, a little flush, whatever. But then ringtone, loud, echoing off the tiles, she answered. And me? I should have minded my own damn business. I know that. But curiosity? Yeah, that's my toxic trait. So I stayed and I listened. A voice hissed through the phone, low, sharp. Is everything ready? Then another voice, shaky but certain. Yes, everything is in place. We'll definitely get him this time. Good, don't screw this up. Then silence. Call ended. Now here's where you expect me to be smart, right? Call security, the cops, somebody. But nah, not me. I was feeling bold that day like Wonder Woman without the Amazon discount. I thought maybe, just maybe I could play hero. Spoiler alert, worst decision of my life. Anyway, I adjusted my eyeliner one last time, pretending I hadn't just overheard a full-blown assassination plot. She came out the stall, all calm, not even someone I recognized from crew. And instead of panicking, I smiled. Yeah, a warm, pity little smile, like, girl, I know your secrets. Her response, a flashy smile of her own, like she knew something I didn't. I wrapped up quick, stuffed my lip gloss back in my bag, and headed straight for Chad, head of security. Now, Chad. Big guy, ex-military type, chest puffed like he owned the building. I told him what I heard, every word, the voices, the make no mistake, the vibe, and guess what? He laughed. Relax, he said, chest still puffed out. Security here is airtight. No one's getting past us. I just dropped a literal bomb of intel in your lap and you're cracking jokes. I tried pushing. Quick tighten security, triple check the exits. Hell, cancel the show. But even I knew that wasn't happening. Call off the only joy this country had after 4 months of terror attacks? Yeah, not gonna happen. So Chad waved me off like I was a kid with an overactive imagination. And that was it. I searched the crew, makeup artist, dancers, even sound techs. No sign of her. Gone, like she never existed. And then the moment Dante Cross arrived. Convoy of dancers, cameras flashing, a small army of security flooding the venue. The crowd went wild. But me, I was still unsettled. That smile of hers, those words, will definitely get him this time. She sounded too confident, like she already had the upper hand. And just like that, the night began. I didn't see Dante up close, nah. I was backstage, heart pounding, eyeliner still sharp, pretending everything was normal. But normal, it was dead. Dante hit the stage, stunning, flawless, voice like velvet, cutting through the chaos. And the crowd? They lost their minds, screams, tears, people swaying like he was Moses splitting the Red Sea. And me? My heart was still wrestling itself into knots because something was off. And then I saw it. Up, way up, across the street. A skyscraper, black glass, every window dark, except one. One perfect square, lit up against the night. In all my years working here, I'd never seen that window lit at showtime. Not once. That was it, the missing piece. The assassin wasn't in the crowd. He was above us. A sniper. And Dante? He was in the crosshairs. I scanned the stage. He'd just finished a verse, walked forward, smiling at the crowd, hand over his heart. And then I saw it, a flash, a glint of light aimed straight at his chest. My brain didn't think, my legs did. I launched forward, rushed him from behind, shoved Dante off the line of fire, and then fire. White hot, piercing, like lightning ripping through my ribs. The bullet didn't hit him. It was mine. I hit the floor, and just like that, I died. Now this is the part where I'm supposed to say, subscribe, like, comment, but let's be real, you're not going to do it anyway. So you know what? Don't subscribe, don't like, don't comment. Just do me one tiny favor. Hit that notification bell, because trust me, you're going to need it. You've heard my story. But you want to know something crazy, Michelle's story? It's literally wilder than mine. Like, how the hell do you survive being sold and still come out breathing? If you think my death was bad, wait till you hear. So, yeah, tap the freaking button. Get lost in her story, because once you do, there's no going back. Now, here I was, laying on a hospital bed, fresh out of death, fresh out of fire, after taking a bullet for one of the world's most famous men, and damn him for not even checking up on me. The doctor told me I was lucky, said coming back the way I did, rare, a miracle, me. I always knew I was lucky, but still, why? Why the hell would anyone want Dante Cross dead? Everybody loves him, America's honey boy. He sings heartbreak anthems, and suddenly women forgive all sins. Yet someone wanted him gone. Spoiler alert, I find out later. So yeah, I decided I was going to see him, not a text, not a call, a face-to-face, right at his house, because let's be real, dude couldn't even show up to say thank you. Like, hello? I just saved his pretty little ass from death. Literal death. I even got a taste of it myself. 1 week later, I walked out that hospital, discharged, stitched, still sore, but walking. And if you're wondering how I bounced back that fast, please, I told you already, I'm not your regular main character. We get perks. So the very next day, Uber. Funny driver, good vibes, loved him, Upper East Side, gated mansion. And there I was, standing at Dante Cross's front gate, thoughts racing. Maybe he didn't actually see me, but nah, that couldn't be it. I literally woke up to fans' flowers on my hospital bed. My inbox flooded with strangers calling me the girl who saved Dante Cross. So what was his excuse? Furious, I shoved the gate open. It wasn't even locked. Walked up and knocked on his front door. Knocked once, twice. No answer. I was about to leave when the door cracked open, and there he was, not Dante, a man, dressed in all black, too sharp to be a butler, too cold to be a friend. Yeah? I'm looking for Dante Cross. Oh, he isn't home. Okay, well, tell him I came. His eyes narrowed. And you are, I straightened. The girl who got shot in his place. Something flickered in his face. He stammered. Oh, I'm really sorry for that. Really sorry. And just like that, my whole body went cold, because behind him, just for a split second, I saw her, the restroom lady, the one who whispered about getting him this time. My breath caught his slip-up. Sorry. Her face, shaky. It all crashed into me. I was standing in front of assassins, and instead of running, instead of calling the cops like any sane person would, I did something crazy again. Don't judge. I already told you I'm not your regular main character. So I circled around, snuck by his window, my chest still sore, stitches pulling, heart banging louder than my footsteps. Then I heard it. A voice on the phone. He's arriving by 9 p.m. He's at dinner with the vice president. Another voice. Are you sure he's coming? Yes. And I don't want mistakes like last time. And then chill down my spine. We understand, Madam Marilyn. Marilyn. The call ended. My stomach flipped. I stumbled back, made a noise, but they didn't hear me. Lucky. I bolted out the gate, heart racing, lungs on fire. And when I saw who Marilyn was, damn. Yo, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Yeah, I know I said don't earlier, but I was playing because trust me, you're going to want to know what happens next. As you'd expect, it's usually the people closest to us who stab the deepest. Marilyn DeVell, his own personal assistant, the woman everyone swore had been with him through thick and thin, loyal to a fault. And now, she wanted him dead for reasons I couldn't even begin to wrap my head around. Diabolical. But here's the thing, no matter how much of a bastard Dante Cross was, I wasn't about to let him die. Not again. It was 7 p.m. I had 2 hours before the clock struck 9, the exact time I overheard they'd make their move. 2 hours to do something insane. So I called Chad. And this time, he actually believed me. Maybe it was the way my voice shook. Maybe it was the urgency. Or maybe he just wanted an excuse to play hero. Either way, he was in. And what I had in mind, oh, it was brilliant and low-key villainous. Fast forward to 9:03. We were crouched by the garage when Dante strolled up to his car, all casual, humming like his life wasn't dangling by a thread. And then, boom, we blindfolded him, shoved him in the car, and yes, straight up kidnapped him. I know. You're thinking, girl, you could have called the cops or the Secret Service or at least Oprah. But no, time was bleeding out fast, and my first instinct, kidnap the man I just saved from a bullet. Classic me. So there we were, me, Chad, and one very confused superstar speeding across town. By the time we dumped him in my house, don't judge the mess, I'd been gone a week. Dante Cross was tied to a chair looking at me like I was a Netflix villain. Who the hell are you, he demanded. And I swear up close, damn, he was even cuter. But back to the story, you really don't recognize me? I asked. No, should I? Are you like some kind of celebrity, though with a house like this? Doubtful. Wait, did you just insult my house? He smirked. I've seen worse, barely. Oh, really? Funny. I've been to your house too, and let me tell you, there's not much to brag about either. And that was it. The disrespect. Wow. If I'd known this was how you'd act, I wouldn't have taken that damn bullet for you. His expression froze. Wait, you're that girl? The one who saved me? Of course, dummy. His eyes softened. Wow. I tried calling you. I swear I did, but someone kept hanging up. You called. Of course, I even tried coming to the hospital, but Marilyn kept shutting me down, said she had it all under control. My chest tightened. That lying witch. Dante, listen to me. Marilyn is the one trying to kill you. His face went blank. No, that's impossible. I told him everything. Every overheard word, every slip-up, every smile that didn't fit. He listened. For hours. But when I finally finished, he just shook his head. Marilyn could never do something like that. You don't know what you're saying. I stared at him, dumbfounded. Really, bro? You think I'd risk my life again? Kidnap your ungrateful behind, drag you here if I wasn't sure? He smirked, tilting his head. Honestly? Yeah, you don't exactly scream sane right now. That was it. My patience snapped like cheap eyeliner. Fine, go die then. I'm tired of saving your ass. And just like that, he stormed out, left my dusty little house without even looking back. By the time the clock struck 11 p.m., I was sitting there alone, fuming, heart pounding. And for the first time, I actually wondered, was saving Dante Cross the dumbest decision of my life? Because when he finally got home, it all went exactly how they planned. He walked in unsuspicious, humming like nothing was wrong, and then bam, they pounced, overpowered him right there in his own mansion, and to twist the knife, they called her Marilyn, his assistant, the woman he trusted most, the one meant to deliver the final blow. And here's the kicker. I wasn't even there. I hung on a thread, wondering if I should just let him die this time. But like any main character with bad judgment, I stepped in. Just as Marilyn raised the weapons, sirens ripped through the night. Police vans, tires screeching, blue lights dancing across the rain. They hadn't planned for that. It was supposed to be a quiet kill, clean, easy, but I'd ruined it. Marilyn got dragged out in cuffs, mascara running screaming curses like she was the victim. And the motive? Take a wild guess. Money. Always money. She hated watching him waste millions while she did the work. Hated being underpaid while he sang heartbreak anthems and cashed in. And when she found out she was his next of kin, that was it. With no real family, she figured she could erase him and inherit it all. And so, finally, there I was, rain hammering the streets, sirens echoing, the night heavy with betrayal, and in front of me, Dante Cross, beaten, bloodied, bruised, but alive. Hey, his face swollen, lips split. I smirked. Yo, guess your pretty boy face couldn't handle the beating. Chuckled, wincing. Yeah, I know. But tell me something. Why come back? Why save me? Now, guys, this was the moment, the part where most main characters give a deep speech, quote Shakespeare, say something smart enough for a movie trailer. But me, I wasn't built for that. Honestly, I don't even know why I did it. Guess I just wanted to be a hero in somebody's story, not a sideliner. And then I added, plus, it was the right thing to do. He stared at me, stunned, and then the words I'd been waiting for since the beginning. Thank you. I smiled, not goofy, not flirty, the kind of smile you give when your soul feels satisfied. And then he asked me the question. So, main character, what do you want, guys? Do you understand the weight of that? A billionaire asking me what I wanted. I could have asked for a fat check. I could have asked to be his wife. But nah, that wasn't me. I leaned back, crossed my arms. What I want is a private concert, just me and you, no crowd, no lights, just your voice. He blinked, then smiled. Granted. And so my story didn't end with a wedding or $1 million payday. It ended right there in my living room, on my old couch, with one of the world's greatest musicians singing just for me. No backstage passes this time, no crowds, no flashing lights, just me center stage, with all his attention. And that's where my story ends. But don't get comfortable, guys, because if you thought this ride was wild, wait till you hear Michelle's. Her story makes mine look like the tutorial level. So yeah, you already know what to do. Hit that bell, stay tuned, don't miss it. And before I go, one question, who do I sound like? Don't tell me you didn't notice, and if you did, out your answer in the comments. Okay, now bye.